tour stop,
Did people know who you
coordinating
were when they
that.
saw you?
They did not know who I was until I said I'm his wife. And there was a few times where I had to, I mean, literally our team, because I coordinated our team to travel with us, the people that I hired to come with us, and they were literally like holding me back at some of these events, like, don't do it. And I'm like,
What were you about to do?
listen, I was not always saved. Okay, so there's when you have a husband that is in the spotlight, women feel like they can do whatever they want. They can talk to him how they can touch however they want. Oh, you're so fun. These little touches turn into something
Touches.
else.
Some more touches.
Other touches, right? There was a lot of that. There was a woman that was bold enough to sit on his lap, and he didn't even do anything about it. And I had better words from at that time because I had been in therapy, so I was practicing those tools. And it still was like, okay, well, this is part of my job, this is what comes with it, you have to be more secure. And I'm like, I'm secure, but it is not okay for this to happen. And so that just kind of became a dynamic throughout the rest of the tour, but we made it through, by God's grace. But yeah, there was a couple times where they had to hold me back.
So he welcomed you on the tour. It wasn't like he was trying to tell you to stay at home.
He didn't tell me to stay. He let me come. I was running things. I was taking pictures of him and all the people. And I, when it got out of control, I would give a look and be like,
hello everyone. I hope all is well. Now, there's a reason why I wanted to play that part of the interview. Now, that was from another part of the interview done by the Dear Future Wifey podcast. And the reason why I wanted to play that segment is because it's very important that I say this. Now listen, the thing is that Derrick Jaxn, there's a difference. First of all, let me define this. There's a difference between capacity and ability. And I do not believe that Derrick Jaxn has the capacity to love anyone or to be with anyone exclusively. Now, the reason for me saying this is because I am not sure if the way he is was by design or if that's his true character. But I do believe the Naia Jaxn got in the way of his money. And because of that, he decided to end that marriage. Derrick Jaxn is all about the money. Now remember, his target audience is single women. And if he gives the impression that he's single, it gives those women hope. It is like an artist. You would hear promoters, not promoters, their managers or whomever would say, if you are in a relationship, it's, to not say that, not let people know that you're married, that you have children, because it's women who actually are the biggest supporters of these men, of these people. So if you give the impression and you present as a single man, women are going to support you wholeheartedly because it gives them hope. There's going to be that thing where someone is going to believe it could be them. I could be the one he chooses. So with her, he was married to her. Remember, they were married pretty young. And he was okay with keeping her in the background. But when she came up and was threatening his money, threatening his way of life, he couldn't have that. Derrick Jaxn is all about making money and doing whatever it takes to keep his wealth. And he was not going to allow her and her feelings, her emotions, to get in the way of that. Remember, she's this Christian woman whose idea of marriage is this Bible representation. But for Derrick Jaxn, he was just going along with it. I mean, notwithstanding the fact that she's the mother of his children, she keeps the home and everything, that she offers that stability. And interestingly enough, men with the mentality of Derrick Jaxn manage very well to compartmentalize. They can do things that may seem out of the ordinary and perfect it because that is who they are. That is why he presents in such a cold way, so detached. Like I stated in my previous video, he seems so detached because that is who he is. He lacks the capacity to see beyond himself. Derrick Jaxn is in love with Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn is in love with what is going to maintain this lifestyle, and anything or anyone that threatens his way of being, they have to go. So that is why he allowed her to act crazy and present in a way that would people would question her mental state. And he just went along, and when he was done, like I was thinking after they exposed him by showing those pictures with him out with other women, he felt that that would end his career and end what he had come to know as, a very good life, and also take away from what actually gave him that life. And that was the single women who fantasized about him and about being with him. And I do not believe that all those women that Derrick Jaxn was seen with, he was with all of them romantically, meaning that he was in a relationship with everyone. Somehow I'm not getting that feeling. I mean, for the women, they might have thought there was something more to what they were getting, but somehow I do. Some of these women also paid Derrick Jaxn. Yes, this man is sick, and he has a mindset of, if it's not all about me, he would do all he can to maintain a lifestyle that he has grown accustomed to, and anything or anyone that gets in the way of that, he would eliminate. Because remember, she said that there were women coming up to him, sitting on his lap and expressing in a way that she thought was disrespectful, and he said nothing about it. Well, that was because it was not disrespectful to him. That is all a part of the game. Why would he tell these women about respect if these women are paying the bills, if these women are funding his lifestyle? Why would he tell these women those things and then risk losing everything? No, he didn't see it as disrespectful. He saw it as necessary. He saw those things as necessary. But she couldn't understand that because remember, she was operating in the frame of mind and in that realm of this marriage, this Bible marriage. He obviously did not share her enthusiasm for that. And, this is masculine fragility meets masochist. Trust and believe. Because he is a masochist. So with a combination of him feeling that he's not living up to the standards of his manhood and being far removed emotionally from his relationship with his wife, because that is not who he is, she was really in a toxic situation. He is toxic, and he will be toxic for any woman. This is his being. This is who this man is, and any woman who is going to think that Derrick Jaxn would be faithful to them and it would be exclusive, it will never happen. Derrick Jaxn is all about Derrick Jaxn. Listen, this man sent his wife a text message telling her that he wanted a divorce. And that, to me, speaks to how much he prioritizes his feelings and his wants above the needs of the people who are supposed to be important to him, which would include his children. Ultimately, I believe that Derrick Jaxn is a reptile. And this should serve as a lesson to those women who believe that every day that they're out there, if they're single, they should be auditioning for the attention of a man who appears to be single or available. Anyway, let's continue this conversation down in the comment section. And as always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next video.